Hi and welcome to another episode. What we've got here is the Chivas blend, the whiskey blend kit. I did mention this before, just before Christmas, but I want to actually get on with doing the blend this time. I was going to do it for New Year, but I ended up getting hit by a head cold. Got hit by it twice actually, so didn't think it was right to make a video when I'm off my stuffy. Didn't want to be like that. So I'm going to take out the beaker and the pipette and clean that off and everything like that, just to make sure it's all nice and clean. I realise I'm using whiskey, maybe don't have to, but let's just do it properly anyway. As you can see, I've actually enjoyed this already, so let's get on with it. Okay, so I've cleaned everything out, pipette, the beaker, everything's all nicely lined up. I've got floral, fruity, citrus, creamy and smoky. I've lined them up in that order. And then it also mentions only use a couple of drops of the smoky single malt. And then it also has this website you can go to, which is www.chivas.com/yourblend. And it also mentions you can share your creations by using hashtag #mychivasblend. Now that website, it has a system of where do you like this, that and the other. You select that and then it goes down to the next type of whiskey. Do you like this, that and the other? Select that and so on and so forth. I'll record what I'm about to make so you can have a see. But we're going to make our own whiskey to the style that I like it, and obviously everyone's got their own idea of what is a good whiskey. There's no good and there's no bad in my opinion, in the realms of if you like it, you like it. If I don't like it, then that's fine. I don't like it, but if I like it and I do, that's fine too. It's not a matter of being diplomatic, it's just, it is a personal taste. And obviously when you pick whiskies off of a shelf, there's certain ones that lots of people class as good quality, and other ones would turn a nose up at it just for the mere fact it didn't cost any more than £150, say, or something like that. So, as I say, if you like it, you like it. But as always, though, drink responsibly. And by all means, share your creations with me and other people if you have got this kit yourself. And also just mention which whiskies you happen to like. There's no harm in saying that. And if you don't like whiskey at all, then if you don't like whiskey at all, then that's fine too. Let's start off with, I am completely sober right now. I've had my evening meal and everything like that, but I haven't had any booze for over a week or so, and then we'll see how far we get with this. But I am going to announce, to sort of hold myself accountable, after this whiskey is gone, I am giving up drink for roughly a year or so. We'll see what happens when we get to the next Christmas. But for my wedding anniversary, my birthday, my wife's birthday, so on and so forth, I'm not going to be having any booze at those times. It's not because I'm an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. It's more for, I just want to see what it's like. Everyone talks about a dry January and stuff. I'm going to try the best part of a year anyway. And the reason why I'm starting basically the 1st of February, I'll be starting, is I don't really see the point of starting New Year's resolutions in January when you've still got, there's all the sweeties and chocolate bars and biscuits and pâtés and everything else, all the good rich food that we've gone out and got for Christmas and New Year's. I don't see the point of trying to do it then. I've done quite well on biscuits and everything last year, so I'm trying for the booze this year. I'm not saying it's going to make me boring, anything like that, well, any more boring than I already am. But I am waffling now, so let's get on with making this. So this is how you start off on the side. And we'll scroll down and it explains to you what's in the box and everything like that. And then we start making. And the first whiskey it says to choose from is the floral one. I like the smell of a bouquet. And then for fruity, I like pears and apples. And a dash of zest. And then for creamy, I went for butterscotch. And then for smoky, let's do smoked bacon. I'll put in a name, Fairfight14. I know that used to be the name of this channel, but it's also my online nickname, username, avatar, whatever you want to call it. And then we can click make my blend. And as if you've been following my tweets, you will see this is what I've sent out by now. And then what you can do is create your own, and you can sign up and do all that. What I think Chivas has missed here is being able to tweet it. They really should have allowed you to connect your Twitter account and send that out, because I've had a look for the tweets, and there's only a couple of people that have done it. Now I realise it's all hassle to do it and everything like that from lots of people's point of view, but if they had just made it that you could tweet from here, it'd be, there you go, it's up, this is what I got for Christmas, this is the way I mixed it, you have a go. So Chivas, if you're out there listening to this, might want to think that for next year. So let's get on with the actual mixing, or blending I should say. Okay, so I've selected what I think I might like. Who knows if it is actually what it is of this. So let's mess around and actually build this up now. So it starts off with the smoky one, and it recommends I take out 1 milliliter of that. So there is actually markings on the pipette obviously, so let's try to make sure I get it the right way around and I can actually see what I'm doing. I realise I've got it off screen, but I need to not pour it everywhere, so don't just push it on in. I can see that it says 1 milliliter just below the neck, so we'll hold that until I can get roughly 1 milliliter. And try not to drop too much. I've got some kitchen paper about, and obviously I don't want to spill any of these bottles of whiskey. So let's get that into the beaker. And I'll just wipe the end. I'm not going to be so, I've got to wash out the pipette every time I dunk it in a different bottle. I'm not going to be that worried. You can be if you want to be, of course, but I'm not going to be. But let's put that in the clean glass for now though. Get the lid back on. Oh, one thing I thought, all these whiskies are quite pale looking. Some are a little bit darker than the others, but maybe you can't really see from above there, and it's a bit obscured because of the blue background of the map, but you can see the one on the left there is a little bit darker than the one on the right. So that's the fruity one, that's the creamy one, and the citrus one's a little bit darker than the floral one. So they've all got nice colours to them, if that really means anything, but it's what you'd expect of a whiskey colour. So then it recommends 15 milliliters of creamy. So let's get the creamy one. So we have markers here, 10, 20, 30, and there's already one in. So let's make sure it's on a flat surface. So if I take it up to the 15, because there's already one in, if I take it up to the 15 and then measure one more with a pipette, that will give me the 15 of creamy, leaving me with 1 ml of the smoky. This is starting to feel like that Die Hard, is it Die Hard 2, where he's running around and has to figure out how to get the beakers and stuff to stop the bombs going off and all that sort of stuff. Or is that number 3? I can never remember. So take it up to 10. Whoa. And see, that's what I was worried about. Maybe be a bit more definite in actually pouring. Instead of being a little bit worried. What a shame, that's a waste of whiskey. Oh, I've got it everywhere, haven't I? Yes, so a bit more definite about pouring than I was. Let's try again. That's taking it up to 10. In fact, that's taking it up to 10. and then what I'll actually do is count out the 5 with the pipette. So I'll just see how far I can get that with the pipette. The pipette reaches down so that you can get to like 1.5, so obviously the true measurement is the 1, so hold the pipette just below the 1 marker so that you actually get your 1 mil. So I'll do this a few times. I'll jump cut this, so that's 1. Two. 3. 4. 5. So there's the 5 of the creamy. Put the lid back on this and tidy up a bit. Being careful not to knock over my whiskey. And for those of you laughing at me using the pipette and getting whiskey everywhere, I've not used the pipette since my GCSE days, and let's be honest, that's a long time ago. I just figured out how to use one, but quickly remembered. So the next one is 5 lots of citrus, which is this one. So I'll jump cut until the 5th one of that going in. Okay, so getting the 5th one of this. Trying to see the marker. And there's the 5th one. Very delicate work this, you know. I'm so worried about knocking a bottle over. And then we want 10 mils of the fruity one. Oh, so I really am going to have to count. Oh no, because I've come up to get rid of the bubbles at the side. How much is that? Obviously I'm at 21 mils right now, or thereabouts. Well, I should be on 21 mils if I've done things absolutely accurately, but I doubt I have. So this time though, I'm starting to think that maybe I should just do 1 mil at a time and count it out properly instead of pouring it in, because I made such a mess last time. So I'll meet you on the 10th drop. Oh, maybe I should have said 10 drops of fruity and 10 of the fruity. Wait, if I thought that was tedious, really glad I'm not showing you every single one. Now, it does go up to 1 millimeter. The pipette actually goes up to 4 milliliters, but of course the bottle's not deep enough to go that far in. You can get to 1 millimeter, as I said before, but after the 4th milliliter, you can actually dive in and get 2 milliliters. But then when you've done that, there's not enough that actually goes up the pipette to get 2 milliliters again. So you have to do from ones again. So you can jump a little bit at that point, just to let you know, or you can just be sure and always just do 1 milliliter. So as I say, that's 10 of fruity. Now we'll wait for the next one. Now, I said I liked the bouquet. I didn't say that I liked the taste of it, but that means I have to put in 19 milliliters of the floral, which, if that's what it tells me I've got to do, that's what I've got to do. So here's the floral one. I'll just crack a lid on that one. Quite easily opened these. They're not those annoying stiff ones you can get sometimes by some companies where, you know, you're using door frames and things to try to get in. They'll get the nut crackers out. So 19 of this. So again, I shall jump good and see you in a bit. And 19. Whew. That took a bit of work. Interesting to do it though, but it's a lot of fun actually messing around, being a bit sciencey about getting it going and making it the way that it reckons I should mix it for the taste that I gave it in the first place. So let's move everything across. You know, do I put it into the blend bottle or do I just put it straight in the glass? Well, let's be honest, we're all grown-ups here. Well, we should be. Oh, that's a bit wet from before. Let's get it all in one go. Let's pour it straight into the glass. Now let's have a bit of a taste. Not as smooth as I would normally like it, but it's drinkable, definitely drinkable. Maybe with a bit of tonic water, maybe some Canada Dry, maybe just some ice cubes, like a big nice ice cube in there. I mean, it's not bad, really not bad at all actually. Sort of get used to it as it swirls around the mouth a bit. It's got a bouquet smell to it, which is quite a bit to say that I had to put 19 milliliters of there. Well, at least I think that is. I have no idea. As I said, I'm no connoisseur when it comes to whiskies or anything like that. It's just trying to make something that I would find drinkable if I could go out to the shop and buy it, but I do prefer scotches anyway. But taste wise, what I've got at the moment is a bit, well, quite close to Glenfiddich, Famous Grouse, somewhere between them two. I find them quite drinkable when, you know, when you're just going down the pub sort of thing and you don't really want to have just a pint of beer all night long. So yeah, I hope other people have come across this box and given it a go over Christmas. Let me know what mixes you've got, because if I've got anything left, I'll use that. I'll make some more blends, I think, test some other ones. I'll not make a video on them. What I'll do is just put them out on Twitter like it said for the hashtag. So hope to see you there. If you do see this video and everything, you know, let me know what whiskies you enjoy yourselves, even if they're big fancy ones that I'll never be able to afford to buy, but you know, and the cheaper ones. There's no harm in the cheaper ones. As always, happy gaming.